ॐ एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्तिः प्रचोदयात्। वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। ॐ ऐंकार ह्रींकार रहस्ययुक्त श्रींकारगूढार्थमहाविभूत्या ओंकारमर्म प्रतिपादिनीभ्यां नमो नमः। श्री गुरु पादुकाभ्याम् उग्रं वीर्यं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युं नमाम्यहम्। ॐ ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं ॐ ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं सर्वेभ्यः स्वागतम्। अद्य दिने आत्मबोधः पाठयामि। For the past many days, we studied the procedures of Sri Vidya Upasana, both the external worship method of Sri Chakra Puja as well as Antarmukha, inner meditation. The whole program is structured as like this. We have Sri Chakra Upasana method, that is external worship, and also we are studying the internal worship, which is Antarmukha Dhyana, Sri Vidya meditation. It is the advanced level of Upasana. Upasana can give the meaning as well as Dhyanam, but at the same time, Upasana means external worship. Dhyanam means internal worship. Both we should do. And also, Karma Yoga path I have shown you, seeing your work as Ishwararpana Kriya. All the works what you do is Ishwararpanartham. Whatever we do, why we are doing that? What for we have to do? A normal person understands that I do my work for my sake. Mama triptyartham aham karyam karomi. Mama triptyartham. But if you are asking him or her, have you ever been satisfied in any moment of your life? So far, you have done many attempts. You tried happiness in money, wealth, property. Never happened. Always the target goes further extended in front of you. Initially, a person thinks that at least I should have this. After gaining that, the target is further extended, thereby saha atruptaha asti. Truptaha nasti. Kaha truptaha? Who is satisfied? So step by step, we are trying. I listen, some people are telling, even though we have not at all attained whatever we need, Swamiji, then how can we take out the financial targets from our life? Even for our basic needs, we are suffering. For those people, I am telling, chant Om Aim Hrim Shrim Om. Lakshmi will come to you. Because a borrower who is having lot of debts always thinks about debts. He never thinks about income. That is the natural situation of a borrower, of a sufferer. The sufferer only thinks about his suffering. He never depends upon the release. He never thinks about the release. That release is expressed as mukti in Sanskritam, that's all. And you thought the relationship may give tripti. That also never happened. The lovers, after marriage, if you meet, what Swamiji, these horoscopes are not matching. We are always fighting. No, before marriage you were in good love. How can you fight now? That is before marriage. He has changed a lot after marriage. She has changed a lot, both sides. We get reports. So that is also not end of the game. We thought that relationship will end our search. Never happened. Finally, Swamiji is telling always knowledge, knowledge, knowledge. We shall study more. We shall do PhD. Even after PhD, your questions will never be answered. Even you do double PhD or triple PhD. So knowledge, that kind of knowledge, what I mean is apara knowledge. Apara knowledge also cannot solve the problem. So I become sick, physically sick, mentally sick. So everything ends up in failure. For those I am telling, don't think that that is the end of life. Because you don't know one thing, the connectivity. That connectivity we are giving now. What is that connectivity? It is not mere Vidya. It is Sri Vidya, Brahma Vidya. What about Agni Vidya? Agni Vidya also we teach, but Agni Vidya will never stop suffering. It will save you or neutralize the suffering. It will never stop suffering. Unless you understand through Jnana Vidya, through Paravidya, it is difficult to settle this issue of suffering. It is difficult to put a full stop for this longing, searching, worrying. There is no end. So what I am simply telling, so far we were thinking about problems. We were worrying about problems. Now I am telling a right medicine is there, a right solution is there. That is Atma Vidya, Mahavidya, Sri Vidya, solution is. Oh, you are telling about prarthana. We are doing prarthana every day. One Ammaji told me, Swamiji, I am doing 1.5 hours prarthana. What kind of prarthana it is? Tell me please. Do you read Lalita Sahasranama 3 times? Or do you read Lalita Trishati 9 times? Or you do any Parayana? No, no, Swamiji, I will sit in front of the pictures. I will light lamp, agarbatti, nevedyam, everything. Then I will start praying. What prayer you will do? Oh Devi, do you have eyes? Oh Devi, do you have ears? Don't you listen my prayers? She is having thousands and thousands of eyes. This Ammaji is saying, don't you have eyes to see my suffering? My husband is like this. My brother-in-law is like this. This is not a prayer. You know how I am suffering for want of money. You know what I will do for my future. Oh Devi, please help me. This is what prayer. This is also a prayer. Ayur Dehi, Dhanam Dehi, give me long life, give me Dhanam, give me knowledge, Vidyam Dehi, Maheshwari. This is also a prarthana. So this must be a selfish prarthana. So we have to neutralize it with a loka kshemartha prarthana. Samastam akilam dehi dehi me parameshwari. Not only for me, give this for all. Even then it is a prarthana like a request. Actually a prayer means you have to praise Devi, the Mahatmyam. You have to appreciate Devi's Karuna for blessing you to do this prayer. What is the difference between praising a person and praising Devi? Sir, ungala mari or nallavar unda. You are a great person. You look very beautiful. This dress is very nice to you. You know, you are looking too young. These things will make one happy. Nitya Yavvanaya Namaha. Ma, you are too young. Always young. This is not the meaning. Nitya Yavana towards a person and towards Devi are different. Here, in this material world, if you say someone Nitya Yavana, it is falsehood, no? Everything is changing in this world. Nobody can Nitya. But Devi is Nitya because she is Paramarthika Satya. We are talking about the Paramarthika Satya, not about the Vyavaharika Satya. Vyavaharika Satya, the transactional reality always changing. So now, always we get advices. Whoever the Swamiji comes on TV, they advise, don't be greedy, don't get anger, control your anger, all these things. They are like doctors. If you go to doctor, what doctor will say? Reduce your weight, which is not at all possible. Reduce your weight. Go for walking 2 hours. Even that doctor will not go for walking, but he will advise, go for walking for 2 hours. So advising is very easy. Like this, these Swamijis, including me, we are all telling you, which are all impossible in your life. Don't fight with your husband. Don't fight your wife. Is it possible? It is part and parcel of life. We are all advising you. Do prayer, meditation without asking Devi anything. That is also another thing, very impossible thing. Because Devi knows everything what you know, what you need. You need not ask for. You do aradhana, you do prayer. Like this is also an impossible thing. But this Swamiji is telling you, like reduce your weight. Whatever you want, you eat, but reduce your weight. Like that. Very impossible. What is the solution? Now we discussed about the Bhakti Yoga. And now we should know about Karma Yoga. What is Karma Yoga? Karma Yoga is accepting everything in life as Ishvara Prasada and doing our duties as Ishvara Arpana Karma. Then we should go for Dhyana Yoga. What we are doing as meditation or Upasana. But the secret nobody tells. Whatever you do, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, Raja Yoga, all are based on Jnana Yogam. Bhakti won't give liberation. Once I tell this, people will come for fight. What about this spider who got moksha? What about this ant who got moksha? What about Mirabai? What about Kabir Das? They all have got moksha. What about Tamil people will ask, what about Karaikal Ammayar? She has got moksha. Those mokshas are exclusive. They are not common for all. They are all exclusive mokshas. I will tell you the true meaning later. But now we can understand like this. Always we used to advise with examples. The teachers used to advise students. You see, Abdul Kalam ji. Abdul Kalam ji came up in life from an ordinary family. He became the president. Why? Because of his knowledge, because of his degrees, what he got, because of his education. The students are very intelligent. They will ask, Sachin Tendulkar, he is only SSLC. Einstein, he is only 8th standard. Fail. What to do with examples? This side 100 examples are there, this side 100 examples are there. But what you are going to do? So make your life philosophical. Understand the Tattvam. Everyone should have a life principle based on philosophy. Philosophy of life. What is philosophy of life? Knowledge of the self must be the philosophy of life of everyone. It is not knowledge about the self. It is knowledge of the self. So, Atma Bodhaha. Atma Bodhaha means knowledge of the self, not knowledge about the self. தமிழ்ல சொல்லணும்னா ஆத்மாவை பற்றிய அறிவு அல்ல, ஆத்மாவுடைய அறிவு, ஆத்மாவின் அறிவு. ஓகே, Now, I would like to finish first 10 slokas in Atma Bodha today with fast reading. तपोभिः क्षीणपापानां शान्तानां वीतरागिणां मुमुक्षूणाम् अपेक्ष्योऽयम् आत्मबोधो विधीयते बोधोऽन्यसाधनेभ्यो हि साक्षान्मोक्षैकसाधनम् पाकस्य वह्निवज्ञानं विना मोक्षो न सिद्ध्यति अविरोधितया कर्म न विद्यां निवर्तयेत् विद्या विद्यां निहन्त्येव तेजस्तिमिरसङ्गवत् परिचिन्न इवा ज्ञानात् तन्नाशे सति केवलः स्वयं प्रकाशते ह्यात्मा मेघापायें सुमानिव अज्ञानकलुषं जीवं ज्ञानाभ्यासाद् विनिर्मलं कृत्वा ज्ञानं स्वयं नश्येत् जलं कतकरेणुवत् स्वप्नतुल्यो हि रागद्वेषादिसङ्कुलः स्वकाले सत्यवद्भाति प्रबोधे सत्यसद्भवेत् तावत् सत्यं जगद्भाति शुक्तिका रजतं यथा यावन्न ज्ञायते ब्रह्म सर्वाधिष्ठानम् अद्वयम् उपादाने अखिलाधारे जगन्ति परमेश्वरे सर्गस्थितिलयान् यान्ति बुद्बुदानीव वारिणि सच्चिदात्मनि अनुस्यूते नित्ये विष्णौ प्रकल्पिताः व्यक्तयो विविधाः सर्वाः हाटके कटकादिवत् यथा आकाशश्रुषिकेशः नाना उपाधिगतः गतः विभुः तद्भेदाद् भिन्नवद्भाति तत्नाशे केवलः भवेत् केवलो भवेत् यथाकाशो हृषिकेशः नानोपाधिगतो विभुः तद्भेदाद् भिन्नवद्भाति तन्नाशे केवलो भवेत् We have done already about 3 or 4 shlokas, but I will explain from the beginning. In Tamil also I have sent this Tamil text is available in the WhatsApp group of Dayalaya Patishala. You can see the Tamil version also. And now Atma Bodha is written for particular adhikaris who are eligible people who have done sadhana chatushtayam. Those who are studying should have viveka, discriminative knowledge between nitya and anitya. Vairagyam, they should have shatka sampattihi, 6 austerities, mumukshutvam, desire for liberation. And for these people, I am writing Atma Bodha. And in every shloka, there will be a simile. You have to mark in every shloka. Bodhaha anya sadhanebhyaha साक्षात् मोक्ष एक साधनम पाकस्य वह्निवत् ज्ञानं विना मोक्षः न सिद्ध्यति बोधः अन्य साधनेभ्यः हि साक्षात् मोक्ष एक साधनम Pakasya vannivad jnanam vina mokshaha na siddhyati. Fire is the direct cause of cooking. So the knowledge jnanam and not any other discipline. This is what jnanam, what I mentioned earlier as philosophy. So it has got two angles. One is about knowledge about these material things, which is karma. And another one is the true knowledge of self. That is called jnanam. Sangeeta jnanam, we can say. Vyakarana jnanam, we can say. Grammatical knowledge. Jyotisha jnanam. Jnanam in some other subjects, you can say. But that jnanam should lead to liberation. Then only it can be considered with fire, which helps for cooking. So here in the second shloka, the simile is fire to knowledge of self. That is the simile. Fire comparison, example. Fire, knowledge of self. And this also we dealt earlier. Karma cannot destroy ignorance because they both go together. It has no contradiction with ignorance. With avidya, karma is equal to avidya, so there is no way for karma to lead us towards liberation. But knowledge alone destroys ignorance as light destroys dense darkness. Here the comparison example is light and darkness, which is compared to vidya and avidya. Here vidya means what vidya? Paravidya. Paravidya is opposite to avidya. Aparavidya will lead to avidya only. Paravidya, vidya means here paravidya. Paravidya is the knowledge of self. What is paravidya? Paravidya is the knowledge of self. It is only because of this avidya, the self appears to be limited. When ignorance is destroyed, the self reveals by itself, as the sun shines when the clouds move away. Sun and cloud example is compared with self and ignorance. This shloka is little tough to understand presently, but in future, if you follow continuously, you will be able to understand this fifth shloka also. This fifth shloka says, Ajnana kalusham jivam jnana abhyasat vinirmala kritva jnanam swayam nashyet jalam kataka renuvat. The nature of jnanam is explained. The quality of paravidya is explained. This is very difficult to understand presently, but once we complete Atma Bodha, you will be able to understand this. Kataka Renu is a soap net. Like a soap, modern soap also, example you can take. Swayam Nashed, it destroys itself. The soap destroys itself in the process of cleaning the impurity, maybe in body, in a vessel, in a cloth, whatever impurity. When you put this soap, after some time the soap is also vanished. Here the knowledge is compared to soap net. How knowledge can vanish? There is a question. Because this transaction which happens, what transaction? The teaching and learning. You are learning, I am teaching. This transaction is also mithya. The guru is also mithya. Mithya means falsehood. There is no guru. as though Guru. The knowledge is also mithya. Paravidya is also midya. So you said Paravidya is the great thing. Now you are denying Paravidya also. Yes, it has to be negated. Paravidya also to be negated. That is the wonderful power of our Vedanta. No system of knowledge will declare this secret. Because this teaching, the learner, who is the learner, is Manas Buddhi Chitta Hankara is the learner. Which are the upadhis of the jiva. There is no need of learning. Actually, there is no need of attending online class because you are liberated ever. Already you are in mukti. We can't believe this. When our gurus say, we can't believe this. You are muktaha. Tvam muktaha si. What, Swamiji, we are suffering, every day we are suffering. You are telling I am a mukta, jnani and all. Because you don't know that you are Atman. For Atma, there is no teaching required. Because Atma is Nitya Muktaha. So, to whom this teaching goes now? This teaching goes to the Upadhis. Manas, Buddhi, Chit, Ahankara are learning now. Why they should learn? Because they should vacate their place. Once this Manas, Buddhi, Chit, Ahankara is neutralized, then the Jnanam, the Mukti is appeared. Like the clouds cover the sun. Who is bigger, the cloud or sun? Sun is the biggest. But clouds, very small thing, covers the sunlight. Now this wind goes. This wind is not making sun to appear. The wind has nothing to do with sun. The wind just moves away the cloud from that position of the viewer, of the observer. Then the sun shines by itself. Where was the sun? Already. So this word already is very, very important in Vedanta learning, that whether you study this course or not, you are muktaha only. This course is going to make you understand that already you are muktaha. Already you are liberated. This is not going to give you a new thing. Praptasya prapti. Already I am liberated. This is what you are going to understand that. This is a very beautiful part of Vedanta. You need not depend on any concept or any tradition or any system. You need not put the dollar of the Guru in your neck. You need not have a pen in which your Guru's photo is there. You need not have a badge on you. You can say Hare Rama, Hare Krishna to greet others. You can say Om Shanti to greet others. You can say Hari Om to greet others. If you are getting bored with Hari, you can say Om, short Om. Not I want to cut short further. That is not a greeting. That may be a ridicule. So, You say Valga Valamudan, or you say Om Shanti, Hey Ram, whatever you want to say, you can say. But the truth is one. What to do? Truth has no brand. Truth is only one, like sun. So this is my brand sun, this is your brand sun, nothing is there. These gurus are explaining the same truth from their own parampara, sampradaya. Sampradayas are different. The explained truth is one. Whether they say it is two, Dvaita, Amshi Amshabhava, Vishishtadvaita. Amshi Amshabhava comes under Vishishtadvaita. Non-dualism Advaita. Whatever it may be, it is all about one truth. So, after giving the knowledge to you, the soap net, what is the soap net? The Guru, the Shishya, Guru Shishya Sambandha. Swami Paramarthananda ji used to say this Guru Shishya Sambandha is also a karma. That is why in those days, Gurus will not stay in one place. The Bandhatvam will give lot of burdens to the Guru, or the limitations of the Guru may become a problem for the Shishya. That is why in those days, Bhagavan Sri Shankara was called as a wandering monk. From Kaladi, Kanyakumari to Himachal Pradesh, he walked and spreaded the knowledge without bandhatvam. Like that, this Guru will not stay. He will also get vanished after giving the knowledge. Before giving the knowledge, if the Guru vanishes, what we can do? After giving the knowledge, there is no work for you, sir. Goodbye. You have to say. That is why in the course, students should vacate their room immediately after the end of the course. Why? They will develop some bandhatvam. So no bandhatvam. All bandhatvams bondages. And there was one question. Guruji, release me from bandhatvam. Release me from bondage. One of our participants sent me a WhatsApp message. I didn't reply. I was thinking to reply in the class. Let us study some other shlokas, then we will understand. So, Kataka Renuvat, like soap net, after giving the purity, so what is the work of the Guru or knowledge? Purification only. Who is purified? Manas, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara, Antahkarana, inner instrument is purified. There is no journey in the learning process. Samsara, Swapna Tulyohi, Ragadveshadi Sankulaha, Swakale Satyavad Prabodhe Sati Asad Bhaved. The word samsara means the worldly life, which includes raga and dvesha. Is like a dream, swapnavat, swapna tulyohi. It appears as real as long as ignorance is there and becomes unreal when one is awake. Yeah, here I have shown. There are two kinds of satya, vyavaharika satya, pratibhashika satya, paramarthika satya. Vyavaharika satya is the transactional reality, day-to-day life. And Pratibhasika Satya is like a dream. Dream is the best example. And Paramarthika Satya is this understanding we should have. So the class happens in transactional reality. And after some time, it will become a past event that we attended a class. We are attending class will change as we attended the class. The present tense will become past tense. But Paramarthikataya, there is no need of class. Because Atma is ever knowledged. You need not give knowledge to Atma. You are Atman. You are not the body, mind, sense complex, or you are not the Nama also name what you have. You are Atman. So now this program is watched by 5 people in a family. Okay. How many Atmas are there in their house? You will say 5. It is wrong. Atma is one only. How many Atmas are there in world? Only one Atma. Not 800 crores of Atma. 800 crores of Jiva. The Atma, so-called limited Atma. Jiva. 800 crores of Jiva are there. But when Jiva is liberated, Atma is one only. It will understand. So that is why it is Vayam. When it is two, Jivatma, Paramatma discrimination is there, only Dukkha. When this Jiva understands that I am the Atma, then there is no problem at all. Why this Jiva doesn't know? Because this Jivatvam is Anadi. This Avidya is Anadi. There is no beginning for this Avidya. There is no end for this Avidya. This is illusion, which is Anadi. So the shell, oyster shell and the unreal, which appears as though real. Example. In the next shloka, Tavat Satyam Jagadbhati Shuktika Rajatam Yata. So now you are doing the vichara. I am not really suffering. My mind is suffering. I am not suffering. My body is suffering. Oh, I don't know that. I am not suffering. My buddhi is suffering. So I is redefined now. So far, I is equal to body, mind, sense complex, and what name I have, Ramakrishna. But now, after knowing Sri Vidya Jnana, understanding the Brahma Vidya, now you are redefining. I is equal to self, Atma. Before that, in Sri Vidya Upasana, what I do is, Aham is equal to Devi. Aham is equal to Lalita Parameshwari. There is no separate Aham. My Aham is she only. Ahamityeva bhavaye bhavani. I have replaced my Ahankara as Devi's Ahankara. Now Devi is within me. Who is speaking? Devi is speaking. Who is walking? Devi is walking. Who is talking, listening? Devi is listening. So I equate everything to Devi. Who cries because of dukkha? Who is crying? Devi is crying. who is eating this food, this is the Naivedyam to Devi. Like that, I replace myself to Devi, first step. Then it can be equated to Atma, then it can be understood as Aham Brahmasmi. So that step we are going to do. For that only we are reading all these things. If you go directly to Aham Brahmasmi knowledge, that will be very, very difficult to understand. So this step, what we have as a package, as Srividya and Vedanta, this package will be a very successful package. Very successful attempt. You will never waste your time. I have seen so many people who are in Jnana Marga for 30 years. Even then they are not able to understand what is told. But if you complete your karma and go to Jnana, that is the perfect Marga. So this Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, Raja Yoga are the three ways, and they are all connected in one place towards the Raja Marga. What is the Raja Marga? Atma Jnana, Atma Bodha is the Raja Marga. Then next, Upadane Akiladare Jaganti Parameshware. This shloka is not available in some text. Very few texts are not having. Even in the Ramakrishna Math publication, the self-knowledge book, this shloka may not be available. It is quite natural. Pata Beda will be there, but this is included in most of the Bhashyams. Upadane Akiladare Jaganti Parameshware. The worlds are born, sustained and dissolved many times in Parameshwara. Many times in Parameshwara. Yes, I sleep every day, I get dream every day. Like that, every day, every moment, this world takes birth, lives for some time and get absorbed by Parameshwara, who is the Upadana, the material cause and support of all. Support of all. Material cause. Like air bubbles in water. Intelligent cause as well as material cause. This intelligent cause is not given in this shloka. You have to understand. Only material cannot create. Only with material you cannot create. You have dal, you have tomato, you have turmeric powder, you have salt, you have some vegetables. Okay. What can you do with all those things? You know how to cook sambar, how to make sambar. Only with these ingredients you cannot make. So they are all material. How to make, that is intelligence, knowledge. So Ishvara is intelligent cause. In Sanskrita, it is Nimitta Karana. Material cause, in Sanskrita, it is Upadana Karana. Intelligent cause as well as material cause. Only with material, nothing can be produced. So there must be knowledge. Aim should be there. Shreem is material. Only with the Shreem, nothing can be done. For an insane person, if you give $100 or 1,000 rupees, he will not understand the value of that. So that knowledge is required to enjoy Shreem also. Then there should be Maya to manifest this Mithya world. That is Shreem. Aim is the knowledge. Shreem is Maya. Shreem is the material. So Aim and Shreem are, Aim is Nimitta Karanam. Shreem is Upadana Karanam, material cause. Aim is knowledge, Nimitta Karanam. Who does this process? Is it Ishvara? No. It is Maya who does this process with the support of Ishvara. In the water, you see bubbles. The bubbles are supported by the water. If you go and ask water, my dear water, why do you produce bubbles? No, I don't produce bubbles. It is also water, it will say. So bubbles are as though seen. Neer kumili. That is our life. For a fraction of a second. After that, it will get dissolved in the water. Like this, our life, about 100 years or 120 years, if a person lives, what after that? Okay, I am giving a long life. Vimshotri Dasha system, as per Vimshotri Dasha system, I am giving 120 years. Okay, the man has lived for 120 years. After that, what is going to happen? You think. So, like bubble, he will be absorbed in the water. So, aim is in addition with this knowledge, we can add aim is. So, you should not think that this is purely Vedanta class. This is as per our program, Vedanta and Sri Vidya. Aim is the Nimitta Karana intelligent cause. So, if it is like this, it will be helpful, I think. So, I change. Intelligent cause or Nimitta Karanam. Material cause or Upadana Karanam. Now, this notes is very easy to understand. Intelligent cause is Nimitta Karana. Material cause is Upadana Karana. These two are coming from Ishvara only. Without Ishvara, Maya cannot manifest all these things because Maya depends on Ishvara. As per Pujya Swamiji's statement, all that here is Ishvara. And we also say all that here is Maya. Then what is true? All that here is Ishvara is real, or all that here is Maya is real? All that here is Maya, who is supported by Ishvara. Support of all. All that here is Maya, who is in turn supported by Ishvara. Without Ishvara, other than Ishvara, nothing is there in this world. So Ishvara, through Maya, produces this world. Here, the Upadana Karana is explained in two ways. You make curd out of milk. You are making 1 liter of milk into 1 liter of curd. Yes, today all kitchen examples, sambar, curd, everything. This is also a kitchen example. You are making 1 liter of milk into curd. Okay. Where is milk now after making curd? Adhan sir ide. So adudan idu. And the milk da in the curd. The same milk has become now curd. You are asking for milk. Are you a fool or what? After making it as curd, milk won't be there. This is Parinami Upadanam. Upadana process. Parinami Upadana. Parinama means evolution. The changing material cause. It has changed now. You will not find that. But Ishvara is the changeless material cause. Nirvikara, Kutastha. So that is called changeless material cause. Kutastha means changeless. Vivarta Upadana Karana. So Vivarta means change has happened, effect has been produced, cause never changed. Cause remains as it is. Effect has been produced. But in Vivarta Upadana Karana, cause never changes. Even after the as though produced product has come out, cause never changes. That is Ishvara. Ishvara remains as Ishvara. That is what Purnam. From Purnam, another Purnam is taken out. Even that Purnam remains same. Yes, we know. Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Don't think the class is over. I am going to talk some more minutes. Because usually we chant this at the end of the class. So students will be very happy. Oh, class is over. Let us go home. Not like that. Purnam has been taken from Purnam. Even then this Purnam remains. This is the understanding, first understanding. What understanding? Vyavaharika understanding. Purnam is taken from Purnam. The completeness is taken from completeness. Even then the first completeness remains as complete. Vivarta Upadana Karana. What is Paramarthika Satyam? This taking process never happened. That is Paramarthika Satyam. That we will understand later. That is called absolute truth. Absolute truth is different. We are going to reach that. But before that, we can understand, even though you take completeness from one Purnam, it remains. The Purnam is also remains. The best example is Xerox copy. You are taking the Xerox copy. It resembles like the first copy. You can make multiple copies. We are all experts in copy and paste. We have studied in colleges, universities. We are specialists in copying and pasting. So you can produce so many Xerox copies. But the first copy will remain as first copy. Like that, this Brahman is Nirvikara. Nirvikara means no modification. Kutastaha, changeless. Changeless material cause. So he is Sat and Sachidatmani Anusyute Nitye Vishnu Prakalpitaha Yaktayoho Vividaha Sarvaha Hatake Katakadivat. Here the example is gold and ornaments. So this example may confuse when you understand the 8th shloka. Now you have understood in a right way. The Purnam remains. Here when I bring a gold example, you will ask, after making bangles, the gold is not available. So a little bit confusing. But the reality is the gold is in the bangle. Gold never goes anywhere. What appears as bracelet or ornament or necklace, that is false. Because how to prove it? Because it has less validity of existence. It exists in name and form. Nama Rupa. When Nama Rupa vanish, bangle vanishes, but gold remains. When Nama Rupa exists, also gold remains. When Nama Rupa is vanished, also gold remains. If you throw the gold, also gold remains. Gold is gold. But we can make many ornaments out of it. When the gold exists as an ornament, also gold exists. When bangle is melted into gold, then also gold exists. In two existence, gold exists. The existence of bangle is mithya because it is anitya, because it is living for some time. All names and forms exist in the mind of the perceiver. Perceiver means the jiva, whereas the substratum Brahman being the eternal and all pervading Vishnu, whose nature is existence and intelligence. Sachidatmani. Sat means existence, Chit means consciousness. This is the attribute given to Mahavishnu. Not only Mahavishnu, you can have Shiva or anything, but it is Brahman. Here Brahman is told as Vishnu in that concept. Not only the Shankha Chakradhari Mahavishnu, here Brahman we have to take. The substratum. The substratum means the Sukshma. Sukshmasya Sukshma is Brahman. So successfully we have come to 10th shloka. I thought today we cannot complete, but with the grace of Guru Mandala we are completing. Eta akashaha Hrishikeshaha nana upadhigataha vibhuhu. As like as Akasha exists in various names and forms. How Akasha exists in various names and forms? You are building a house. Inside that house, Akasha is there. Space is there. Pujya Swamiji once visited a person's house in Dubai. One of the devotee invited him for his house. Pujya Swamiji went. Swamiji, I have purchased one apartment. You have to visit that apartment, he invited. Swamiji said, today evening I will come. Swamiji visited his apartment. The apartment was in the 128th floor. The journey started in a lift, and after 20 minutes, the lift landed at the 128th floor. Then Pujya Swamiji was taken inside. Swamiji has spoken this incident in one of his talk. So I repeat. Then he was taken inside. Oh, I am very glad you have purchased a house. Swamiji blessed. After having tea and all, Swamiji blessed him. And before returning, Swamiji asked, okay, you have purchased this house. This roof is yours. Can you break this roof? No, Swamiji. This roof is the floor of the 129th wala. Okay, you have purchased your house. Now you are the owner. Can you break this floor? No, Swamiji, that is the roof of the 127th wala. Okay, you cannot break the roof, you cannot break the bottom. So can you break this wall? No, Swami, it is the wall of the next person. This wall, it is wall of the next person. Oh, this house has only space. You should tell here and after exactly. Don't tell I have purchased the house. Tell that I have purchased the space. You are the owner of a space. You are not the owner of the house. Like that, Akasha is accommodating everyone. Which accommodates is Akasha. So Akasha is accommodated in this house. And if you go to a temple, there is temple Akasha. If you go to a church, there is church Akasha. If you go to a Masudi, there is Masudi Akasha. Mosque Akasha. All are Akashas in various names and forms. Temple, mandir, house, all are Akasha only. What is the Upadhi? The Upadhi has name and form. How to identify Upadhi? Upadhi means it will have one name and form. What is the name? House, apartment, church, office building, meeting hall, guest room. In our house also. This is puja room. It has occupied one space. This is bedroom, this is reception, occupying some spaces. So these are bedroom, hall, bathroom, puja room, all spaces. Why they are named like that? Because of their upadhis. Upadhi means what? Adjuncts, which cover. When upadhi is destroyed, you will see only Akasha. When the house is destroyed, house is demolished, you will see only Akasha. Again, you can rebuild and bring another name. Like that, people are arguing, no? This place is belonging to this religion, that place is belonging to that religion. All fights will be going on. But it is space common to all, so that he is Hrishikeshaha. Hrishikeshaha means Lord of the senses. Senses means Indriyas, Jnanendriyas, Karmendriyas. Lord of all senses is Hrishikeshaha. Besides this name, only our Rishikesh is there. Rishikesh is the new name, but original name is Hrishikeshaha for that sacred land. Rishikeshaha, Lord of senses, appears as many because of his association with various upadhis. Swami Jagadatmananda Upadhi, Ramakrishna Ji Upadhi, or Chandrasekhara Upadhi. These are all name and forms, but Atma is one. It will be identified when this Upadhi is understood, need not destroy the Upadhi. When this concept is understood, this Upadhi gets less importance. What is inside Atman is identified as Aham, Ekam Advitiyam Brahma. What else is there? Kim asti? Brahma eva asti. Ekam Advitiyam Brahma eva asti. What is available? What are all the things available? Brahmameva. How will you say? Surya is there, Chandra is there, Earth is there, Shukra is there, Pluto is there, Neptune is there, solar galaxy is there, beyond also there. Infinite world is there, Jagat is there. You are telling everything is Brahma. How can I tell? Whatever you say, I have invented a planet, new planet. If you say, I have invented a new planet beyond the limit of the galaxy, I have invented a new planet. What, sir? It is also Mithya. The Vedanti will say, I have invented God's particle. It's also Mithya. Why do you spend millions and millions of dollars in finding Upadhi? We are not talking about Upadhi. We are talking about consciousness, which can be only understood. Now, the real Purnamada Purnamidam comes to conclude the class. Thank you for listening. We have completed 10 shlokas. In the next class, I will start from 11th shloka onwards. Slowly, we will go along with the Sri Vidya Upasana. So, what is Aim? Aim is Nimitta. What is Hrim? Maya. What is Shreem? Material. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Dhanyavadaha. I hope you all listened well.